How's it going? It's George from the Heat 180 community, and today we're doing a review of Lambda. We have their 2020 devices in, so let's dive in and take a look at what this device can do. So first off, the Lambda has a pretty powerful battery. Under our testing, we got as much as 55 continuous uses out of a fully charged device. That is quite remarkable. The battery is a 3200 amp battery, so obviously it is quite powerful for such a small device. Now, I have to say it does depend on how you set the temperature, because the Lambda actually gives you the ability to set your own temperature of the device. And it also depends on your cycle time and how long you're basically setting your device to consume your heat sticks, which I will touch upon in a second. Now let's get into the features. The first one is the display. The Lambda comes up with a very vibrant display that can actually be even viewed in the sun. Also, you're given a temperature adjust, meaning you could set the temperature of the heating element from anywhere from 200 Celsius all the way up to 300 Celsius. My personal preference is I set it to around 265 in the morning, the first thing in the morning, and then I will lower it down to 250. I do that because I just feel I get a bigger kick in the morning time, and then I'll just dial it back for the rest of the day. But that's just my personal preference. It also has a usage record, meaning it will actually keep track of the amount of heat sticks you consume. So you could have like a daily or weekly tracking list to see how many heat sticks you're actually putting into your system, and maybe you want to dial that back. It's a good way to basically keep track of everything. It also gives you the ability to set your cycle time. This basically what it means is the amount of time you are given to finish a heat stick. I always set it to the maximum of 6 minutes anytime any device gives me that ability, because my thinking is if I'm satisfied at 4 minutes for whatever reason, I'll just manually turn it off. But I don't like the device to tell me that now it's time to stop because I set it at a lower time. Yeah, I kind of recommend that for you guys as well. Just set it to the max and turn it off if you feel satisfied. Now, the Lambda has two types of heating elements they give you a choice in, which is kind of interesting. One is a titanium alloy steel. This is the flat blade type of heating element. And the other one is a ceramic heating rod, which is the pin-like. Now, both of them have their pros and cons. The pin-like, or the ceramic heating rod, the benefit of that is cleaning. It's just going to be so much more easier to keep clean. But I still prefer the flat blade type, which is the titanium steel alloy blade that Lambda is coming up with, because my feeling is you just have a bigger surface area that comes in contact with the tobacco. I'm sure if I did an A/B testing between the two, the differences wouldn't be that great. So I leave this up to your discretion. Far as I know, the link below that we have is the titanium steel alloy, which is the flat blade. But if you're looking for the ceramic heating rod, just contact Lambda, and I'm sure they'll basically direct you where you could purchase that one as well. So in conclusion, I want to bring your attention to something I think very powerful. The IQOS ecosystem is kind of a locked-in ecosystem where devices like the Lambda kind of open things up dramatically. And I'll give you one good example. When I pick up a IQOS device and I'm given the choice for 6 minutes or 16 puffs, whichever come first, a few times in a day I will find myself very unsatisfied because I feel that the 16 puffs have elapsed too quickly and the device automatically shuts off. With the Lambda, I could set it to 6 minutes and it doesn't count the 16 puffs. I could go 18, I could go 20, I could go 22. And what's interesting is the taste is the same. It doesn't get worse. I'm sure there is a point if you're basically consuming 40 puffs, maybe it will just start tasting terrible. but I've never gotten that far. I do usually find myself that at 5.5 minutes, I'm naturally satisfied, and I will turn the device off myself manually. Where with IQOS, I'm not given that same, I feel disappointed. With the Lambda, every heat stick counts. Some heat sticks, I will turn it off a little sooner. Some, I will let it run longer. I'm given the choice. And that in itself is why I kind of gravitate to these devices as a primary device for my day-to-day usage of the Heat Not Burn product line. Okay, so let's get into the unboxing and let's take a look at what you get from Lambda. Okay, so let's take a look at the star of the show. There's your packaging. Here's your device. Now I have two devices. One is the pin-like heating element and the other one is the blade-like heating element. And in a second, I'll show you both. You get your manual. There's an English version in here, and you could always find that on a website. You get a Type-C, a charging cable, and a cleaning brush. And that's pretty much it. Now let's take a look at the device itself. As you could see, the screen is very vibrant. You get your battery indicator, what temperature it's set. You get the usage, which is, as you could see on the top right, is 58 right now, and the cycle time. To basically change the temperature, it's very simple. Just press plus or minus. That's as simple as it gets. Let's just basically bring it down to 150 for myself, maybe 155. To change the cycle time, just press 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, there it is. Okay, and then basically you could go down or up as you wish. But like I said in the previous version of the video, just leave it at the maximum 6. Pretty much that's it. It's a pretty straightforward, easy device. Let me quickly show you the heating blade. There it is, as you could see. And there is your pin-like heating element. So those are the two differences that you're going to get. Oh, actually, that looks pretty good. By the way, the manufacturer does state that if you order the device, you're actually going to get a dust cover. It's just a simple lever that basically you could push forward that will actually protect the device from anything falling in if it's in your pocket or your purse. To basically load this device, it's relatively straightforward like any other device. Just push it down, hold your finger down. You will get a buzzing action letting you know that it is ready to heat up, and it will give you another buzzing action once it's reached its maximum temperature, which it has. And now you're ready to vape. So that's pretty much it. Very easy device to use. As you could see, the seconds are counting down, and you could vape till your heart's content. I'm just going to mid-stop it by holding my finger down, and it's over. To remove it, just simple, lift the cap, remove the heat stick, and discard, and you're done. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave me your comments below. Tell me what you think of this device. And please subscribe, like the video, give us a comment. We're always interested to hear the discussion that is going on within the community members. It's George signing off from the Heat 1A community. Thank you so much.